What it do? What it do? Um, I had a thought that crossed my mind, and I wanted to make this video. And the name of this video, the subject is going to be "Have a Standard." Okay, have a standard. I know it's kind of dark. I'm in my car as I am for you as usual, but we're gonna do this anyway. Have a standard. Have a standard. A standard is something that is a level of maybe greatness, a level of cleanliness. Just a few examples. Have a standard. Now, depending on what your standard is, your standard may not be pleasing to others. Your standard, a lot of people won't agree with your standard. I have a standard. I've been told that I have a A-type personality or whatever. I'm cool with that, no matter how positive or negative that may be. But I have a standard, and I don't like a bunch of nonsense, or I don't go along to get along, and I'm not gonna like be the person that I think everybody is gonna like, or say the things that everybody's gonna agree with or like. I have a standard. My standard is to thy own self be true. That's my standard. To thine own self be true. Be true to yourself. And I think that we as individuals and we as a people, black people, have an issue with being true to ourselves, because we want to be pleasing to everyone else. We want everybody to like us. So we don't have the proper standard. We have a standard. We want to meet other people's standards. That's what we want to do. We want to be liked. So if you want to be liked by everyone or other people, you're gonna be at their standard instead of your own. Instead of us having our own standard, or individually or as a people, we want to have a standard that's going to please everybody, so everybody's going to like us, or, I mean, so I think we should have individually, we should have a standard. So my standard is to thy own self be true. Be true to yourself. Oftentimes, something is wrong. It's wrong. It's not, and it's not to your standard, but you either won't say anything or just go along to just get along. It could be on a job. It could be what your living standards. It could be just anything. But I'm here to say have a standard. A standard or level of performance that's acceptable. All kinds of standards. We have standards that we fall short on, that we have to work on. That's everybody's, that's human nature. But then you have some people don't have a standard. They don't care. They're going to go along with whatever is popular. They don't have a standard. If it doesn't meet, if they know in their heart of hearts that it doesn't meet the proper standard or what is right, they'll go along with it anyway. Because they're worried about what other people might think or say. Like my persona on Facebook, I say a lot of things that people may not agree with. But I'm 56 years old. I've been out of high school 36 years, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable with who I am, and I don't need no damn friends, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. I don't need, and if I do have some, they have to be of a certain quality. You know, and that's a whole nother video. So some people, they won't say certain things because it's not popular, or they won't say anything at all. I have an issue with people that see wrong and won't say anything. They know things are wrong, but won't say anything about it. You know, it's a lot recently. It's a lot of things that's wrong, but people won't say anything. They won't acknowledge that there are issues. They won't even acknowledge because maybe they in self-denial, or want to bury their head in the sand or whatever. But have a standard, you know, or raise your standards. Now, yeah, some people, you might lose some folk. You might lose people. You might lose friends. You might lose even family members. You might lose them. But at some point in your life, we're not adolescents. And I'm talking to my generation. You know what I'm saying? We're not adolescents. We're not at the point whereas, you know, we're still trying to find ourselves and whatnot. If you're above 45, then pretty much you are the person that you are. You know, and I don't think you should have to compromise that because you may not be pleasing other people. So I feel like have a standard. You know what I'm saying? Have a standard, stick to it, and don't compromise your standard. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody's standards value because we all value as individuals. So you have your standard, I have mine. Mine is I just can't sit by and idly just, you know, I'm not the type of person whereas what affects other people don't affect me. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Then when it comes land on your doorstep, then it's all kinds of panic and everything is in disarray. I didn't think it could happen to me. I'm not, you know, or you think you're not one of those. Like I'm getting a phone call right now. It's ringing and it's nonsense. So they're going to have to wait. But at any rate, have a standard. You know, oftentimes, like some people like me, I'm more vocal. I like to express myself. I speak and express myself written, verbally. You know, that's me. And that might not be your thing. You can have a standard and you be just as quiet. But at some point, you have to choose sides, right or wrong, nothing in the middle. And that's our issue. You know, we want everybody to like us. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm 56 years old, be 57 September 20th. And whoever likes me, good. I appreciate it. I like people back. But at the same time, if you don't, I'm not going to lose any sleep. If you don't, when the sun come up in the morning, it's not the top of my day to roll over and think about the people who don't like me or like what I say or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with maturity. That's how you know you are totally mature. Because you don't give a shit about what people think. That's my standard. My standard is I gives no damns. That's my standard. You know, I believe I am a decent person. I'm not perfect. But I'm going to be honest and I'm going to say how I feel. You know, and if it rubs some people the wrong way, sorry, fucker. You know, if you see me in the street and don't speak, sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not losing no sleep. That's just in general, But have a standard, have a standard. It's like we don't have like we grew up a certain way. We had certain standards, things that was acceptable and things that weren't acceptable. In today's world, 36, 37 years after high school, a whole lot of things is becoming acceptable, that weren't acceptable when we were growing up. And you're either going to conform or you're not. I'm not conforming. No, was considered a regular normal masculinity when I was growing up now is toxic masculinity. That is a bunch of bullshit. Depending, if it's not hurting nobody, if it's not if it's not hurting nobody with a normal standard, what is normal, then be a man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a masculine man, but now it seems like being a masculine man is a threat. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a heterosexual African American man and you're masculine, or just being a regular man is like a threat. But I just want to come on here for a few seconds before I roll. I'm about to end my day and whatnot. It's just popped in my mind. Standards. Have a standard. Don't be. At some point, you're gonna have to reveal what your standard is. And if your if you if you have low standards, because I believe most individuals that have higher standards aren't really apprehensive or afraid to let people know what their standards are. I'm for my people. Everybody, all the other people for theirs. I'm for mine. Human-wise, I'm for the human race because I have humanity. I'm an individual that believes in humanity, and humanity-wise, I'm for humanity and people. Period. But specifically, I'm for my people. I'm for black people. You know what I'm saying? That I am. I'm for our people. In a way, it may hurt other people's feelings, or it may be a threat to some people, but it's okay for everybody else to be for their people, but not us. It's not for us to stick together and want the best for our kids and, want the best for our communities, or want the best, don't want our kids to be harassed or be able to grow to their full potential. It seems like when we want that, it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to just go along like we've been doing in the past. And the sad part about it is some of our people, black people, that want to just go along. It's okay. Oh, don't say that. You're not gonna have no friends, or this. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about having no friends. If I make friends, good. If I still have old friends, that's fine. But my life is not going to be predicated on or a friendship, or how many people like me, or how many friends I have and whatnot. That's important, but it's not the be all, the end all. You have to stand on your square. Stand on your square. And I'm standing on my square. But I just believe we should have higher standards as a people. Higher standards. And all the time, it's not going to be popular. It's really not. It's not going to be popular. And sometimes you have to accept that it's not going to be popular for black people to want to have high standards, because that's a threat to a whole lot of people. That's the world we live in. But you can't run from it. You can't shy from it. And eventually you're going to have to choose sides. And the way the information superhighway is running, and you have all social media and stuff like that, black people that don't have a standard, they either want to be in the middle and not choose sides, or just totally, be against their own people, are being held accountable in this information age. Before we had social media and all this information, you can make backdoor deals, you know, and people not find out about it years later, you know, and they can be comfortable with taking the bag and selling out their own people. But now, the information superhighway has changed the game. You know, if you're a traitor, if you're a low down dirty bastard, it's gonna come out. You know, you can't hide it. It's gonna come out. So I'm just saying, have a standard. We need to have a standard as individuals, and we need to have a standard as a people. Well, that's about all I have to say right now. I hope everybody's having had a wonderful evening. It's pitch black dark now, so what? 8:50 at night. I'll holler at y'all another time. This L Boogie. I'm out. I holler.